You guys, welcome back to another episode and welcome to my mountain camp. I have been out here solo backpacking for the last day, and this is day 2. And I camped at this beautiful lake right here where we caught lots of trout, did some catch and cooks together. And the mission today is to head up higher, way up there in the mountains, to a second mountain lake, a little tiny mountain lake that might have some monster trout in there, or it might not have any trout at all. I've never been up there, so we gotta check that place out together. But there's a few things we gotta do right down here and camp before we take off. This is my butter that I've been using to cook up the trout, and it's all soft. It got all warm. So what we're gonna do is just set it down into the water of the lake, because these mountain lakes here are super, super cold. There we go, and we can use that temperature to our advantage as like a refrigerator. And we can just submerge that. Oh no, the butter wants to float. I don't want to lose it. There we go. That should hold the butter right there. Man, just look at this place. Right here, I'm drying some socks. One of my boots and sock fell into the water earlier while I was fly fishing. The fishing here was absolutely phenomenal, by the way. This lake right here is completely filled with hungry brook trout, but I'm chasing after some other trout species that hopefully will be in that higher elevation lake. But man, look at the view that I had from the tent right there. That's a nice lakefront property right here. Now, the only food that I brought with me for this adventure is menu 4 spaghetti with beef and sauce, a military MRE. The only things left in the MRE are a chocolate chip toaster pastry that we'll have as a little lunch before we take off to the other lake, and then this chocolate cocoa beverage powder, like a chocolate milk, I'm assuming? I don't know, I've never had this one before. But before we have that little snack and head up to the other lake, we just gotta take down the tent, put away the sleeping bag, get our pack all ready to go again. It's always kind of a sad part of backpacking is when you have to take down camp and move on to the next spot. This was just such a beautiful place to sleep at last night. There we go. Sleeping bag. All right, camp is all picked up. Just made sure that we didn't leave anything behind accidentally. Fishing rods are ready to go. And the only 2 things that we got to do still is get a little bit of water. And totally forgot in the last episode, I said that we were going to try out a little fish tattoo, an NWFS fish tattoo. Let's see here where that little guy's hanging out. Ooh, look at that. Look at that brand new NWFS Crawdad pin for your backpack. But what I'm looking for is this little guy right here. Look at him. Let's see if our butter is still here. Oh no, the butter floated off, but it's right there. It's right there. It's not gone. Just got our little water filter right here. Fill that baby all the way up. There we go. And we've got us fresh, drinkable water right here. I'm just trying to pre-hydrate before we hike up to that other lake there. All right, guys, time for my very first tattoo, and it's gonna be a trout. And I think we're gonna put it on the wrist here, live on camera. You peel off this little film on the front of the tattoo right there. Remember, we're gonna put that in our pocket, don't wanna lose that. And then we are going to place the tattoo exactly where we want it. It's kind of sticky on that side right there. And then we just gotta dunk it in the water. There we go, mountain water, fresh mountain water tattoo. And then we're gonna hold that for about 30 seconds right there. Just gonna get a little more mountain water on there. I think we're ready. Oh, yeah, baby. Now you guys know how to use your tattoos that come in the NWFS care packages right there. Little trout tattoo, first tattoo that I've got. Maybe I've got a secret one I won't tell you guys about. All right, we're back on the trail, and look how beautiful it is right here. Completely covered in wildflowers. I found a whole bunch of them yesterday in a large clearing. Oh, look at the wildflowers here. Look at this. This is one of the amazing things about coming out into the mountains is besides just being all by yourself out here and being able to enjoy nature, it's just yeah, some of the beautiful stuff that you see that you'd never see if you didn't come out into places like this. I wonder if there's any fish in these little streams right here. Huh, not seeing anything. It's definitely getting pretty toasty every time the sun comes out. I just realized too, in my pocket here, we still have this chocolate chip toaster pastry in it. I don't know if this is a solid pastry anymore. This might be like crumbles or something, but a little trail snack sounds pretty good right about now. Oh yeah, it's definitely coming out in pieces, but it looks really good. It just kind of looks like a Pop-Tart or something. Oh, it hits the spot. Doesn't taste at all like this is 6 years old. It tastes like the day it was made. That was delicious, but we're gonna have to get up to that lake and catch us a big juicy trout because I'm starting to get really hungry actually. It's actually really covered in butterflies here too. It's amazing how many are just flying around surrounding me. So what we're gonna do is just follow this trail right here a little bit further, and then we're gonna have to find a good spot to branch off because I'm not actually sure if there's like a trail that goes up to that lake. There might be just a small little fisherman's trail or something like that, but there's a ridge that I'm trying to get to. It's really, really important when you're out in the wild is to just kind of keep an eye out on everything and not lose your sense of navigation. It helps here, of course, since the forest is burnt out, that we can see for miles and miles. But in a dense forest, ooh man, you can get twisted around really, really fast. So of course, always have maps and a compass with you, even if you've got your phone with GPS and stuff like that, just in case your battery dies. You wanna make sure to still be able to navigate. Whoa, whoa. Ah, check this out. There's a mushroom right here. Check out this guy right here. What a weird looking mushroom. It looks like the inside of an ear or something. Crazy. I'm not familiar actually with what this right here is. I think I've seen it before in like books or something, but I don't remember whether or not it's edible. Really cool. Let me know in the comments what you guys think that mushroom right there might be. Good to know though that the mushrooms are popping right now. So we're definitely gonna keep an eye open for some edible ones. There's a creek coming up right here. I'm getting super, super parched, so we're gonna have to fill up on some more water. I already burnt through all the water that we got down at the lake. It's not a large stream, but it's just enough for us to get a little bit of a drink. It's not really deep enough for me to fill the bag at all, but what we might just be able to do is use this filter right here, just like a life straw, and just drink straight from the creek. Oh, it's amazing. Man, that little guy right there, absolute lifesaver. Remember, never go out into the wilderness without some form of purifying water. That should do for now. Look at this. It just gets more and more beautiful the higher you go in the mountains. So we're basically on a large mountain pass right now. Made it up to the top, looking down in the valley, nothing but more mountains and forest. Looks like that area down there had burnt out years ago too, but it's growing back strong. Let me show you here. Right behind me is where we need to go. Up there, probably at the base of those cliffs there, is where the lake is. Now we have one problem, there's not a trail going there, so we're gonna have to bushwhack, go into the forest and just kind of make our own trail. This view right here is something else. Absolutely crazy. Way down there in the valley, you can see that the air is a little bit hazy. It is because there is a wildfire going on over there on the other side of the mountain. You can see smoke coming up from that fire, and it's filling the valley with a little bit of smoke. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but we should be plenty safe distance away from that fire. We're leaving the trail and heading up into the forest. Whoa, I'm getting a satellite message right now. There's no reception out here anywhere, so the only way to communicate is via satellite phone. We'll look at that when we get up to the lake. Cool. All right, I found what looks like just a small boot path right here leading up to the lake. So we're just gonna follow this small trail. Look at this tree right here. Crazy. There's some kind of a mountain animal here. It's right there on that log. It looked like either a really large squirrel or a little marmot. I think we're getting close to a ridge, which might lead back down to the lake. We should at least be able to see the lake here soon. We're getting pretty close, which is awesome because, man, it is dry and I'm so thirsty. So thirsty right now. Wish I had a water bottle with me that we could have filled. Wow. Just look at this forest right here. All the trees are covered in like a moss, or it's a lichen, which is a symbiotic creature. It's essentially algae and a fungus that grow together to form this hairy stuff right here. It looks like a beard growing off of these trees, and this actually makes really, really good fire starter. Oh, I'm seeing some cliffs right there. That means we're getting really, really close. We might be able to see the lake here soon. Look at this. I'm honestly a little speechless. I don't know exactly what to say about this place here. It's one of the most unique landscapes I think I've ever seen. Just surrounded in these moss-covered larches with these little white wildflowers just covering the ground here everywhere. Oh, is that the lake? Oh, yes. Whoa. Look at this lake. I'm getting really excited. I just want to go fish this so badly. Oh man, that looks so good. The water is just beautiful. What I'm doing is keeping an eye out for any fish surfacing. The shoreline right here in front of us looks really good already. Oh, massive, massive fish just jumped right back there. Something huge just jumped there. What was that? Guys, we might have found mountain fishing heaven. Look at this. Oh, the water is just crystal clear, man. There's still snow right up there, so definitely still gets pretty cold here at night. That's for sure. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, we made it. We made it. Oh man, I just heard another fish jump just on the other side of the lake there. There might be some huge fish here. This is a very deep, deep lake. Cold temperatures. It doesn't seem like there's that many trout here, but the few that are in this lake might be absolute mountain monsters. Oh, oh man. Ah. Little mountain polar plunge. Oh man, that felt good. The water's nice and refreshing. It's still like fresh snow and ice runoff from right up there. The last thing left from our MRE is our little chocolate milk. Guess they want you to kind of fill it about halfway. Reseal that. Looks like some quality cocoa inside there. Oh man, cheers. Cheers, congrats, we made it up here. Made it up to the high altitude mountain lake. Man, cannot wait to start fishing, but we just need a little bit of an energy booster right here. Man, I want to like save a little bit, but no chance. I'm thinking we maybe just start at this lake right here with the bullet lure and just give that a few casts, see what happens. We could always transition over to the fly. So why don't we just give it a cast right here? I mean, can't hurt to just get started right where we are. Get that baby way out there. Now this lake here is super, super deep, so we could just kind of let it sink a little bit and see how deep it is here. Still sinking. Still sinking. That is insane. Still sinking. Still sinking. I mean, how deep is this lake? Oh my goodness. Or has a fish just gobbled it up or something? No? No, it's just still sinking. That's crazy. Okay, I think we're at the bottom now. That is so deep. It's got to be, it's hard to say. It's 80, 100 feet deep or something like that. Come on, baby. Come on. All right, nothing on the first cast. That's all right. We're just going to work our way around the lake here. Yeah, why don't we try right here? There we go. It took a while to sink. Crazy deep here. All right, come on, baby. There's gotta be just a monster lurking down there. Oh, come on. We're definitely doing a bit of a quicker retrieve here to start out with in this lake. I doubt that these fish here are lethargic or anything. They're going to want to chase something. Oh, come on. Man, so far no follows or anything at all. Not a lot of fish in here, that's for sure, but I know they're here. I've seen them surface. It's getting super windy. Crazy. Maybe we need to go to that end of the lake and use the wind to cast out over, because the wind's moving this way right here. There we go, at the bottom. Come on, gotta pull a big monster out of the deep here. Try a little closer to shore. Maybe they're hanging right there at this drop off. That's often where trout love hanging out. Don't need to let it sink a whole lot. Just gonna let that sink to the bottom again. What we could try here is just a little bit of a jig. Give it a little jigging motions, let it sink again, jig. And that erratic jigging action could drive them totally crazy. Oh, is that a bite? Not sure what that was. Either got stuck on something or I had a bite. It might be dragging on the bottom, I'm not sure. All right, let's work our way down the lake here a little bit. I really want to get over here to this corner where we were seeing those trout. Man, beautiful here. Is that? There might be a fish down there, but if, no, that can't be a fish. It would be like this big. Yeah, let's just go ahead and throw the bullet lure right in front of it. Just seeing if it moves. No, I think that's a shadow. That's got to be a shadow. There's no way there's trout that big. All the trout that I've seen surface here so far have all been probably within about 5 to 10 feet of shore. So there's no reason right now to cast way out there. Let's just kind of fish the shoreline here a little bit. I think that'll be our best bet right now. Okay, I just majorly screwed up. I thought I was filming, but was not. I came back to camp here, or to our backpack, and then I saw a big one splash right here. So the bullet lure rod is still back there, as well as the net. I had the fly rod right over here though, so I cast that out, and right on the retrieve, something slammed it. Something slammed it, and it looks really, really good, you guys. It looks really good. It looks potentially like a monster cutthroat trout. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, there's a second one. There's a second one right there. There's a second trout checking out what this first one is doing. Oh my goodness. Oh man, we're gonna have to be sneaky about how we land this fish right here. I can't believe I wasn't recording when this fish bit. Unbelievable. Oh, come here. Oh yeah, it's a big west slope cutthroat trout. This would be probably the biggest west slope cutthroat that I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. Look at this thing. We gotta be really careful. The fly is barbless. Oh my, get over, get in the boat. Oh, it's a monster cutthroat trout. Look at this fish. Look at this fish. Oh man, we've got food secured, baby. We have got food secured. Oh my goodness. Fly right there in the corner of the mouth. Oh no, no, you're not going anywhere, buddy. You're not going anywhere. Oh man, oh man. There, we gotta find something to put him out. What a monster, what a monster. Oh, there we go. There we go. Put that guy to sleep right away. Ah, the fly was what they were after. The fly was what they wanted. Look at the size of this beautiful, beautiful cutthroat. trout right there. You could tell it's a west slope cutthroat because he doesn't have any spots down there by the belly. It's kind of more bare, and then he's got the spots on the tail and on his back. And the belly, look at this. Just look how beautiful and red the underside of this trout is right here. This is 100% the biggest west slope cutthroat trout that I've ever caught or seen in my entire life. And wow, one of the best fish I've ever caught. Oh my goodness, there's a bug that just came out of its mouth. I think it just regurgitated a water bug. Look at that. Look at that little guy. He can go right back in the water and continue swimming on. I think that that's what they're feeding on is insects up here, and that's why fishing with the fly worked so well. I can't believe I wasn't filming that though, guys. Oh man, that's just such a newbie mistake right there. All right, let's try that again with the camera actually running this time. Oh, crazy. There was that second trout that came over here. There was another one. Definitely gonna keep our eye out for that one. This one here took it kind of right there is where I cast. And then right as I was retrieving, kind of about like this, that's what made it bite. That fly is just slowly sinking down there in the water. Man, we're letting that fly sink down deep. I'm being eaten by flies here right now. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I want to know if that second trout is still there or maybe swam off the other way. There he is. That's a fish on. Saw him take it underwater. Oh, crazy. Crazy. That might have been that trout's buddy right there. Might have been his buddy. Oh, there's another one. There's a third trout. There is a third trout down there. That's insane. It's like a school behavior that these guys are doing where one's got something and then they're all schooling around. Unbelievable. Such powerful fish. Oh my, oh my. Oh. Oh. We can't stop him, guys. We can't stop him. We got to just let him exert some energy. There we go. He stopped. Let's see if we can turn him around. There we go. There we go. Coming our way again. Oh my goodness. These are mountain monsters up here. Oh. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, another beauty. Another beauty. I wish we had the net here right now so that we could measure it. Come on, baby. Oh, he got tangled around something, but he's back out again. That felt terrible on the line. I could feel like a stick or something like that. Come on. Barbless fly, so we got to be really, really careful here. Come on. Oh, come on, baby. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. We got it. This is crazy. Oh, we got to focus, though. We got to focus. What I'm going to try and do is bring him back to the same spot where that other trout is. And this guy, he keeps wanting to run that way right over there. But here, maybe if we just kind of go over here, we can kind of bring him this way. Oh. Come on, baby. Come on, this is a giant mountain trout. Come on. Oh, he's not done yet. He's not done yet. I'm curious if it's bigger than the other one. Oh. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh, it looks like a huge male cutthroat. Oh my goodness, this thing is big. It's even bigger. It's even bigger than the other trout. Look at this massive trout. It's easily got about 2 inches, 1.5 inches to 2 inches on that one right there. The one that we caught or kept as a female. This one right here, we're gonna try and not handle this fish at all. It's just a male. Oh. There we go, barbless hook popped right out of him. Okay, hook is out. There he goes. There he goes. Right back into the deep. Woo! And what a monster. Hey, where are you going? What a monster trout. Man, I can't believe this. 2 PB monster mountain trout in one day. I'm so happy that we came out here. It just shows that sometimes the hardest places to get to are totally worth it. And man, I can't, oh man, that's insane. And there is another one. There is a third trout down there that was chasing that one around. So they're definitely hungry for the fly up here. I'm so glad that I brought the fly pole. All right, we're gonna get over to the net there and the other pole. I wanna try and fish that area of the lake right there with the fly too. And because I have been seeing some really big ones surfacing back there, but my guess is that all the fish in this lake here are just absolute monsters. Oh, there's something right there. There's one feeding right here. Right there. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but there was a trout wildly feeding at the surface. There he is. Oh, he snapped at it, but he didn't hook up. Didn't hook up. Come on, baby. Come on back. Come on back. Oh, that trout, he was like a shark thrashing around at the surface, chasing probably several little bugs. Oh, there he is again. There he is again. Missed him. I missed him again. He came for that fly again. He's definitely interested. Oh, come on. My heart's pounding right now. Absolutely pounding. There's nothing more exhilarating than a hungry, oh, there he is again. Missed him again. I cannot believe this. Than a hungry mountain trout that's actively feeding right there and sight fishing for them. Very hard to see him right now with the ripples there underwater. Maybe what I should just do is wait for him to pull the line tight. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. Please still be there. Please still be there. All right, I think we missed our chance on that one right there. Oh man, blew that one several times. That was like 4 strikes that I totally just missed. Either set it too soon or too late. Okay, back with the bullet lure rod right here. I'd love to fish the bullet lure and see if the trout here would take them. I'm sure they would. It's got a treble hook on there with barbs. And we already kept one of these monsters, and there's no way I'm keeping a second one. I'm not gonna be able to eat all of that, so we're just gonna keep fishing the fly here. But we've got the net, and on this net I've got, oh no, it rubbed off. Oh man, I had measurement markings on the net here. I think, was this here, is this 18 inches? I think this is 18 inches right here. Oh, I just heard a loud splash. There's a huge one right over here. Right over here. In this area here, there's like a sandy bottom, almost like a little beach down here. So maybe the trout really like that. Oh man, this here looks crazy, you guys. This looks crazy. There's definitely one feeding right over there by the boulders. But we just try a cast right at this weird sandy drop off, right there where the sand meets the boulders. See that? Do you see that? Here, we gotta sneak up on that fish. Let's try and get that guy. Let's try and get him. That fish has been there for the last 3 minutes. We're not gonna make any noise. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Right there. Come on, baby. Do we spook him? Oh no, there he comes. Oh, he looked at it, but hesitated. Very interesting. Came right up to the fly and then hesitated last second. Then I moved it and then he came back. So maybe he wants to chase something. I think that trout has seen some stuff. All right, let's go ahead and clean up this beautiful trout here that we've got. I'm getting really, really hungry, so we gotta start getting some food in us. Man, this fish is so big, he's kind of hard to just hold the whole thing here. Just got to make one little cut right there from the butthole. Just make that cut all the way up there. Now we're just going to take a fillet off of this trout, and I'm going to leave the head on. So we're just going to cut in right over the tongue through both sides, just like that right there. Then what you can do is just reach into that mouth, and you can just pull the gills and all the guts right out like that. Look at that, how easy that was. Just gonna give this big baby a nice rinse. There we go. And then the only thing you got left right back there, that is the fish's kidney, that dark line in the back. Just give that one quick score with your knife, and then all you gotta do is use your fingernail. And look at that, you can just push all that stuff right out of there. Cleans up super, super easy. And check it out, we got us a beautiful, cleaned out cutthroat trout. And now since we're just taking a fillet off of this girl right here, we're just gonna make one cut right here. And take our knife and just kind of follow the backbone all the way right here. And that was just a really shallow cut. Don't want to make a deep one on the first one. Now we can kind of see what's going on in here. And we just want to stay on the top side of the spine and all the bones. Gently go around the ribs right here. Look at that, we got us a beautiful, beautiful trout fillet. The color of the meat is very interesting. It's got a little bit of an orangish, like a tan tone right there. Not super bright red or anything, but definitely not a white meat fish. You know, I actually decided to take the other half of the meat off too. I'm really hungry, so I think I'm just gonna eat the whole thing out here. I was gonna bring the rest home, but I realized that it's really hot out, and with all the flies out, I don't quite trust taking this fish here down the trail again. So we're just gonna eat it all out here, and that way nothing goes to waste at all. Look at that, 2 big old slabs of meat. Guys, I screwed up really bad. I just realized I forgot the butter down at the other lake. It's still down in the water chilling. No, no butter. I'm really hungry, so nothing we can do about it. We're just gonna go ahead and cook the trout as is. I'm just a little worried it might be a little bit dry for the trout to cook, so we might have to kind of semi-boil it a little bit. I've done that once before, and it actually works pretty well. Plus, there's still a little bit of butter residue in that pan there. All right, this fish is way too massive for the pan here, so we're gonna have to cut it into more manageable pieces. Cut some trout steaks. Man, I don't think that's all gonna fit into the pan here. And we're just gonna grab a little bit of water. Now this might seem a little weird, but essentially we're just gonna boil the fish a little bit, and that'll just ensure that it cooks all the way. With trout, we just really have to make sure that it cooks all the way through. We don't want to eat any of this raw. All right, you can see we've got a rolling boil on our trout, and the only seasoning that we're gonna add to it is the Danish sea salt. Luckily, we did not forget that down at the other lake. Oh yeah, not gonna be shy at all. Lots of salt, we're gonna need it. We've been sweating like crazy, and this salt here has all kinds of minerals in it, not just sodium. This is straight from the Baltic Sea. All right, so all that water basically boiled down to nothing. Here, let's try a little bit. Oh man, guys, that is fantastic. Look at that. We even got a little bit of browning on that trout right there. Some crispy skin on this guy. Once that water disappears, we're just right back to kind of a normal cooking of the trout, but we know that everything is fully cooked. Look at that. Man, I'm absolutely starving right now, so here we go. Cheers, baby. It's such firm meat. All right, let's get a little piece here with some crunchy skin. Let me know, do you eat your trout with skin or your fish with skin at all? I think it just adds so much good flavor. It has a lot of those healthy oils in salmon and trout. It's in the skin. There's definitely the pin bones in there in those fillets, but that's all right. Extra calcium. No, this is the substantial meal that we needed. A little toaster pastry this morning didn't quite cut it. This is about as much food as that entire MRE had, all in one fish. All gone. Man, I was hoping to still fish this lake for a couple more trout, but the sun, she's setting really fast, and I still got a long hike out of the mountain. So that's all I got for you guys in this episode. We caught 2 PB mountain trout. So thank you so much for joining me on that adventure. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, drop a comment. I'll see you guys in the comment section. And of course, feel free to subscribe if you guys are still brand new. That way you don't miss the next mountain fishing adventures. And then I'll see y'all very soon for that next one. Until then, you all know it. Fish on, baby. There you are, my butter. Perfect. Oh yeah, nice and firm. I can use this for my eggs tomorrow morning.